Hello, wonderful listeners. This is your narrator, Jatin Sharma, here to welcome you back to our journey through the transformative insights of James Clear's Atomic Habits. Today, we're unlocking the power of Chapter 15, the Cardinal Rule of Behavior Change. Get ready to discover a principle so fundamental, so incredibly effective, that it might just reshape your understanding of how habits truly work. In this chapter, we'll explore why making good habits irresistible is not just a clever trick, but a cornerstone of lasting change. We'll delve into the fascinating psychology behind our desires and how we can hack our own systems to make the things that are good for us incredibly appealing. Think about it, how often do we struggle to stick with habits we know are beneficial? This chapter provides the answers, offering actionable strategies to transform tedious tasks into something we actually look forward to. We'll learn about temptation bundling, how to reframe our mindset, and the subtle yet powerful ways to design an environment that practically pulls us towards our desired behaviors. It's about shifting from relying solely on willpower to creating a system where good habits are the path of least resistance. And remember, you can find each and every chapter of the Atomic Habits audiobook right here on our YouTube channel. We've meticulously organized them into a dedicated playlist, making it super easy for you to navigate, revisit your favorite sections, or catch up on any chapters you might have missed. Our goal is to provide you with a comprehensive and convenient way to absorb these life-changing principles at your own pace. Before we dive into today's wisdom, I have a small, humble request from all of us here. Creating these audiobooks, these 10 to 15-minute chapters you enjoy, is truly a labor of love. It requires hard work, dedication, and immense perseverance. From in-depth research to countless hours of editing and numerous retakes to ensure the best possible listening experience, a lot goes on behind the scenes. If you find value in what we do, if these insights are helping you on your journey to building better habits and a better life, we would be incredibly grateful if you could take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who might benefit, and, of course, subscribe to our channel. Your support not only motivates us but also helps us reach more people who are looking to make positive changes in their lives. Thank you for being a part of our community. Now, without further ado, let's open the pages to Chapter 15 of Atomic Habits. Imagine, if you will, the stark reality of our lives. We are, at our core, energy-saving machines. Our brains are constantly looking for the path of least resistance, the easiest route to achieve a desired outcome. This isn't laziness, it's efficiency. And James Clear argues that this inherent tendency is precisely what we need to leverage when it comes to our habits. The cardinal rule is simple, yet incredibly profound: what is immediately rewarded is repeated. What is immediately punished is avoided. Think about it in the context of evolution. For our ancestors, immediate feedback was crucial for survival. If eating a certain berry made you feel good right away, you'd eat it again. If touching a hot stove burned your hand instantly, you'd avoid it. This is our fundamental programming. The problem, Clear explains, is that in our modern world, the rewards for good habits are often delayed, while the punishments for bad habits are also delayed. Consider exercising. The immediate sensation might be discomfort, sweat, and fatigue. The reward, better health, a stronger body, more energy, might be weeks or months away. Compare that to the immediate gratification of scrolling through social media or eating a delicious but unhealthy snack. The reward is instant, the negative consequences, lost time, weight gain, poor health, are often far off in the future. This disconnect between immediate action and delayed consequence is what makes habit formation so challenging. Clear introduces us to the concept of the reward system. Our brains are wired to seek out pleasure and avoid pain. When we engage in an action that produces an immediate pleasurable sensation, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with reward and motivation. This dopamine hit tells our brains, "Hey, that was good. Do it again." It's a powerful feedback loop. The more immediate and potent the reward, the stronger the desire to repeat the action. The key, then, is to bridge this gap between immediate action and delayed reward. How do we make the good habits immediately satisfying, and the bad habits immediately unsatisfying? This is where the true genius of Chapter 15 lies. Clear emphasizes that a habit is simply a loop: cue, craving, response, reward. The reward is the final stage, and it's absolutely critical because it determines whether the habit gets repeated. If the reward isn't satisfying, the loop breaks. If it is, the loop strengthens. So, how do we make good habits immediately satisfying? Clear offers several brilliant strategies. The first is reinforcement. This means adding an immediate reward to a good habit. Imagine you want to read more. Instead of just reading, you could promise yourself a small, immediate reward after finishing a chapter, perhaps a few minutes of your favorite podcast, or a guilt-free piece of dark chocolate. The key is that the reward must be something you genuinely desire, and it must be delivered immediately after completing the habit. It's not about bribing yourself, it's about associating positive feelings with the desired action. This creates a stronger neural pathway, making the habit more appealing over time. Another powerful technique is to make the doing of the habit enjoyable itself. This might seem obvious, but we often overlook it. If you hate running, forcing yourself to run every day is going to be a struggle. Can you find a way to make running more enjoyable? Perhaps listening to an engaging audiobook, running with a friend, or exploring new, scenic routes. The more enjoyable the process, the less you rely on sheer willpower, and the more likely you are to stick with it. Clear also delves into the concept of temptation bundling, which we've touched upon before, but here it's presented as a direct application of the Cardinal rule. You pair an action you want to do with an action you need to do. The immediate reward of doing something you enjoy becomes the driver for doing something you might otherwise procrastinate on. For example, you only allow yourself to watch your favorite Netflix show while you're on the exercise bike. The immediate pleasure of the show becomes the immediate reward for the workout. But what about breaking bad habits? The Cardinal rule applies in reverse here. What is immediately punished is avoided. The challenge, again, is that the negative consequences of bad habits are often delayed. Eating junk food feels good now, the weight gain and health problems come much later. To break bad habits, Clear suggests making them immediately unsatisfying. This often involves introducing an immediate cost or pain. One effective strategy is to use commitment devices. This is where you make a choice in the present that locks you into a better behavior in the future. For instance, if you want to stop hitting snooze, you might put your alarm clock across the room, forcing you to get out of bed immediately. The immediate pain of having to walk to turn it off becomes the deterrent. Another powerful method is to introduce an accountability partner or a public commitment. If you publicly announce your goal to stop a certain habit, the immediate pain of potential embarrassment or disappointing someone becomes a powerful motivator. The social pressure acts as an immediate punishment for not sticking to your commitment. Imagine telling your friends you're going to quit smoking, and then facing their immediate disappointment if you light up. That immediate social consequence can be far more impactful than the distant threat of lung disease. Clear also highlights the importance of tracking and measurement. When you track a bad habit, the act of recording it can serve as an immediate disincentive. Seeing a growing tally of your unwanted behavior can be a powerful motivator to stop. It brings the abstract, delayed consequences into the immediate present, making them more tangible and therefore more impactful. Furthermore, we often fall into the trap of thinking that we need to feel motivated to start. Clear flips this on its head, arguing that action itself creates motivation. The small, immediate reward of completing even a tiny part of a habit can create a surge of positive feeling, which then fuels further action. This is the essence of the 2-minute rule: make it so easy to start that you can't say no. The immediate satisfaction of just doing something is the reward. The power of the Cardinal rule lies in its simplicity and its deep roots in human psychology. We are not purely rational beings, we are driven by our emotions and our desire for immediate gratification. By understanding this, we can design our environments and our routines in a way that works with our natural tendencies, rather than against them. Think about the implications of this rule for long-term goals. Achieving a major goal often requires consistent effort over a long period, with no immediate grand rewards. This is why so many resolutions fail. But by breaking down those large goals into smaller, daily habits, and then applying the cardinal rule to those daily habits, we can create a powerful, self-sustaining system. Each small victory, each immediate reward, builds momentum and reinforces the desired behavior. The chapter reminds us that true behavior change isn't about willpower or self-deprivation. It's about making the right choices easy and enjoyable, and the wrong choices difficult and unsatisfying. It's about designing a world where the path to good habits is paved with immediate rewards, and the path to bad habits is riddled with immediate inconveniences. As we conclude our exploration of Chapter 15, remember this: the most powerful force for change is the feedback loop. By learning to strategically apply immediate rewards and punishments, we can effectively reprogram our brains, making the habits we desire irresistible and the habits we want to break undesirable. It's a game changer, a true cardinal rule for anyone committed to building a life of consistent progress and lasting change. Thank you for listening, and join me next time as we continue our journey through atomic habits.